E salve a tutti ragazzi e bentornati sul canale, rieccoci qui con Raven Remastered, pronti a continuare la nostra avventura. Allora, ora stiamo con gli occhi del corpo, o meglio, con il socio del corpo. Quindi stiamo tornando indietro dall'inizio del gioco, vedendo appunto da una prospettiva diversa. E adesso, con il nostro Ali, se non sbaglio come si chiama, siamo chiusi nella stanza del professor Lucien. E sappiamo già che dobbiamo fare, ovvero dobbiamo scappare dalla finestra. Però, visto che stiamo... diamo un'occhiata nella stanza, no? Credenza ad ancora. La valigia, vedi? Guarda nello specchio.
My God, I barely look like myself.
Addirittura.
I'm not as good as the Raven at slipping into other roles. He's had decades to perfect it. Whatever. It'll be good enough for the people on the train.
Dammi nel lavello.
The sink. The sink. No, that won't help me now.
Aspetta, esamina l'asciugamano.
Professor Lucien hasn't slept a single night in the cabin yet. The towel is unused.
Prendi l'asciugamano.
If I twisted it, then I'd have a sort of rope.
Una specie di corda. Ma a che mi serve la corda? Meno che non serve per pulire le impronte sul finestrino. Valigia.
Professor Lucien seems to travel light. The Baroness's luggage takes up half a freight car.
Ruga nella
I
valigia.
don't think that the suitcase or the bag contain anything that could help me out. I better leave as little evidence as possible.
Origlia la porta.
He doesn't give up easily.
Esamina.
Professor Lucien is at the door, and he won't give up until he opens it. That means I need another way out of here.
Ok, allora penso che possiamo uscire. Finestrino.
It was the only window that was open in the station, so it was a good way to get onto the train. And now, it might be my only way out. The window to the right should be the Baroness's cabin, and the one on the left is the saloon car. The roof could be my escape route.
Esamina il tetto.
If I stand up, my head is level with the roof, but the roof is too slanted and smooth to climb. Or air ducts or something, but I can't reach them with my hands.
Allora per questo mi serve l'asciugamano. Asciugamano.
Whew. There's nothing quite like traveling on a train.
Vagone ristorante. Prendi dal tetto. Esamina la porta del vagone merci. Qui sta la
The
cassaforte.
safe that I need to put the envelope on is in the freight car, but I can't just walk in like a delivery man. The safe is guarded. Even he would be curious to see a conductor.
Qui non si può entrare. E entriamo nel vagone
I should be
ristorante.
able to move about freely in the train, as long as I keep away from Professor Lucien. The other guests don't know me, and conductors change several times during the journey. A new face shouldn't seem suspicious to anyone.
Young man,
Yes, sir?
tell me, when did they switch to self-service on the Orient Express? Should they not have informed the passengers about that in advance?
Forgive me, sir. I was...
And what about my bag? Did your colleague find it?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know.
I expected as much. There will be consequences. And now, bring me my coffee.
Of course, sir.
Ok, non ci ha riconosciuto.
Asshole.
Idiota. Vai dietro al banco. Allora, per fare il caffè. Dammi una scodella con le caramelle.
Huh. A dish with old people's candy. Butterscotch, I think.
Prendi. Se me le fa prendere, evidentemente potranno servire come è successo con la gente. Poi... Ah, ma qua c'è un caffè. C'è una tazza di caffè.
Even pigs get to drink from the finest porcelain. If I mess with the doctor, I might blow my cover. So I'll have to grin and bear it and serve our esteemed passenger his coffee. If I mess with... So I'll...
Non ti posso dare questo. Apri il cassetto.
Locked.
Caffettiere.
There's still some coffee left.
E mettilo dentro.
If I mess with... So I'll...
Avverso del caffè. Scusa, perché qui no e qua sì che sta già il caffè? Vabbè, mettiamolo qua dentro. Ecco qua,
A
dottore.
cup of coffee for the gentleman.
Do you know what the problem with people like you is?
You mean our lack of a sense of duty, or our skin color, or a lack of respect for our elders? We have so many flaws.
Vabbè,
A small portable radio.
vediamo. Ah, ma il cassetto è chiuso.
Locked. The reception is surprisingly good here in the mountains.
Prendi la
I won't
radio.
be able to use the radio, but the antenna, on the other hand, a thin, short metal rod that can be extended. Something like that might come in handy.
Io ho preso l'antenna. Ma aspetta, io ho le chiavi qua. Vedere che queste chiavi del
Let's
cassetto.
see.
Eh sì, perché abbiamo rubato la divisa.
It fits.
Cerca nel cassetto.
A lot of odds and ends. A hairnet, batteries, a half pack of cigarettes, an unused toothbrush. The bartender probably has to serve as a jack of all trades, like a concierge in a hotel. So, is there anything useful? Here we go, a small shaving mirror.
Veramente. Cioè che... Non è che si... Raga, provo a unire per capire, magari si può... Attacca la caramella all'antenna. Attacca la caramella allo...
Okay, if that's how it has to be, that should do it. That did the trick.
Antenna con caramella. Attacca lo specchio alla...
Okay, the candy is so sticky that it should hold the mirror without any trouble. As I expected, it sticks.
Forse ho capito. Questo accrocchio, cioè io posso tipo infilarlo da qualche parte e spiare. Tipo andare nel magazzino delle merci là. Salta sul tetto del vagone merci. O forse per portare giù la lettera. Non so, vediamo. Sembra il condotto di areazione.
The ventilation shaft supplies the freight car with fresh air. It also seems big enough to climb through. I'd say I found my way in.
Apri il condotto di areazione.
The cover has two hinges on the back. It's possible to open it, but the two screws on the front hold it closed. I can't see anything but the rear of the car through the slots. And that won't do. What I really need is a view of the front.
Una visuale sul davanti. Se io uso questo. Vedi?
There's the guard. The safe is directly beneath the ventilation shaft. I could shimmy down the shaft and hit him on the head from behind. Uh-oh.
Are you okay, Robert?
Nothing to report, sir.
At ease?
Any suspicious passengers come aboard in Zurich, sir?
Not really. It could be anyone and no one. But we've received support from the Swiss police. A certain Constable Zellner.
Oh?
Very motivated. Might get on our nerves.
Potrebbe
That
darci sui
limits my
nervi.
options. I can't overpower two people. I don't think I'll be able to slip into the carriage unseen after all. Oh, there has to be a way. I have to keep Inch happy. How do I get you onto the safe? Or on top of it? The safe is directly beneath the ventilation shaft. And Inch said something about a blackout and a tunnel. I could use the moments of confusion and darkness to toss the letter onto the safe. Might work, as long as I manage to open the ventilation shaft and choose the right moment.
Vabbè, ma per aprire sto coso mi servirà qualche cacciavite. Vabbè, dobbiamo a tornare indietro. Cacciavite. Se non sbaglio, all'inizio del gioco.
Hey, my pistol!
You'll get it back in
Ah,
Venice.
vedi.
Frightening me like that. I could have fallen under the wheels.
I thought you were a ghost.
Ghosts don't exist.
They do too. One just flew past my window.
Be off with you.
Raga, se non sbaglio, qua dentro c'è il cacciavite che lui la apre. Noi la apriamo. Vedi? Che lui trova le pinze.
Ah, I can use these.
Phew, that was close. He left the lock open. How convenient.
Eh sì, perché lui trova le pinze per aprire la porta del professor e noi così riusciamo
Let's see.
ad aprire qua il cacciavite.
A wrench. You don't say. This
Vabbè,
is
chiave inglese,
too
cacciavite.
easy.
Ok. Oh, dove vai? Allora, apri il condotto di areazione.
The cover has two hinges on the back, but the two screws on...
Magari usiamo di nuovo l'antenna prima per vedere.
Legrand has retired to a dark corner, and the Bobby is hiding behind some boxes. Legrand obviously set a trap for the Raven. Unfortunately, the Raven knows. Is that what this is about? Does Inch just want to mock Legrand?
Chiave.
I could unscrew the screws, but I should only open the cover inside the tunnel.
Ma prima adesso facciamo un rumore.
What was that?
Cavolo.
Sir!
Ha fatto una cazzata.
Fallen out.
Abbiamo fatto una
Put that
cazzata.
on the floor.
Yes, sir.
That was close.
Ah,
If the
no.
second screw makes that much noise, it's over for me.
E allora mi conviene. Proviamo, dai, tentiamo la sorte, vediamo che succede.
No way. If the second nut also hits the floor, Legrand will know that I'm up here. My only option will be to jump from the train.
Ok, quindi no, non possiamo aprirlo. A sto punto, ragazzi, torniamo indietro. Andiamo dentro i vagoni.
Okay, showtime.
Il dottore se n'è andato. Guarda la signora anziana e guarda la donna. Guarda, che è sta cosa? Vabbè.
The old lady didn't get on in Zurich, and she doesn't look like someone from Nancy or Basel. I'm guessing she boarded in Paris. She seems familiar somehow. The younger woman seems to be some kind of carer or companion for the older lady. I wouldn't like to be with her all day long. She radiates a certain restlessness and unease.
È abbastanza accurato, bravo. Ah, sta a pallina rossa.
I know people like that always have to be doing something. They feel useless if they don't have anything to do. I feel sorry for them.
Camina là.
The elderly woman's carer can't keep her hands still, so she's knitting.
Prendi un gomito. Che senso? Ce lo posso prendere senza che ne si accorgano o glielo chiediamo?
Can I bring you ladies anything? Is everything satisfactory?
Everything is wonderful, young man.
Very good.
Ah, ok.
Got it.
Ah, qua saranno le stuzzicadenti che abbiamo usato come violinista. Ok, torniamo, andiamo avanti.
They should have been able to open the door with pliers. I think the coast is clear.
Eh sì, non ci sono più, quindi l'hanno preso. Cioè l'hanno aperto. Io esamino che fa.
Obviously, they managed to open the door. I wonder who or what the archaeologist thinks locked it. Did he connect it to the burglary in London? Probably not.
Qua invece sta il...
I assume Inch is also in the compartment. He'll probably find some excuse to sneak out to trigger the blackout and engage the emergency brakes. No idea how he expects to pull that off. He usually leaves me in the dark about such things. Even after months of partnership, he still doesn't trust me completely. The violinist was already on the train in Zurich. Handsome devil. I'm glad my girlfriend isn't here. She loves to make me jealous. And once I'm raging mad, she leans forward and whispers one of those phrases that only she can say. Huh. Is this a Stradivarius or something like that? If it is, maybe I should take it with me during the blackout. With any luck, I'm gonna be a happy family man soon, and I'll need a few francs, lira, or marks.
Vabbè, siamo comunque ladruncoli. Guarda fuori dal finestrino.
We're still in the Swiss Alps. We should reach the Italian border in half an hour. Some maps, info for travelers, some pictures, and the schedule, all neatly hung up with magnets.
Apri l'armadio.
Won't work. There's a lock at the bottom of the window.
E noi dovremmo avere le chiavi qua.
Maybe.
Avvisi. Nuovo.
The big map shows the different routes the Orient Express took in the course of its long history. It's larger than the other notices, and thus hung up with larger magnets. I'll take one with me.
Che ho preso? Mitolo e magneto. Ah, allora questi due... Allora, aspetta.
I'll tie the magnet to the string.
Questo è, vabbè, un classico. Magnete e filo. E mo teoricamente con questo coso forse posso evitare che mi cade la vite. Proviamo, raggiungiamo il treno. Vagone verde. Aspetta, magnete attaccato al filo. Abita il dado con il magnete. Mamma mia, vieni con Lupin.
All right. We should...
What? The light's gone out.
Flashlights! Ah, get off me.
There, sir. An envelope.
Velato l'arcano.
My dear Nico, you should take a closer look at the box. R.
What the dickens? It's a...
Away with it! Take cover!
What's the meaning of this? What do you want here?
Va bene, bomba il piano. Bomba, visto che comunque noi lo sappiamo, noi che giochiamo, però lui giustamente non lo sapeva il fatto.
What was the point of the bomb?
Isn't that obvious? I wanted to dispose of Legrand as spectacularly as possible.
You almost disposed of me as well.
Did I not tell you to deliver the letter and leave immediately?
People could have died.
But of course, that was the point of the bomb.
I don't want to hurt anyone. You know that.
And you know that I don't care what you want. Obey my orders and nothing will happen to you, and you'll soon be a rich man.
Piano.
I won't blindly obey orders anymore. I want to know what the plan is.
You know as much as you need to know. We will steal the second eye in Cairo before the eyes of the world. The theft of the first eye got everyone's attention. Legrand's death would have increased the excitement immeasurably. But this will do just as well. We'll have a showdown instead. The Raven versus the Inspector. That should also electrify the press.
Why are you doing this? I thought it was about the jewels. Why are we making life difficult for ourselves and attracting so much attention?
It's about more than that. It's about performing on the greatest stage of all. About the end of a legend. You'll see when it's time for you to see. Until then, just do as I say.
Andare via.
And what if I just leave? You knew who you were dealing with the whole time.
I don't have time for your hypocrisy. You always knew who you were dealing with. If, for your peace of mind, you have to pretend to be innocent in this situation, so be it. But we both know that you begged me to let you in on the heist, and in this business, one must get one's hands dirty.
But
James? James! Where on earth are you?
During the trip, we'll keep a low profile and steer clear of Legrand.
I lost the ticket and the fake passport.
I swear, if my arm was still good enough to climb, I'd have disposed of you long ago. Ah, well. I'd prefer that no one see you while you're on board. Smuggle yourself on board and stay under cover until Cairo.
Okay.
And no more games. Nothing that Legrand, the police, or anyone else could do to you compares to what I will do to you if you don't follow my plan.
James, there you are. Is the inspector to carry my luggage onto the ship all by himself?
He thinks he knows me. He thinks I'm stupid and weak. I have him right where I want him. Here's a young thief who'll show an old-timer how it's done. even if it means a bit of solitary confinement.
Allora, io a questo punto mi fermerei qui per questo episodio. Poi mi raccomando, come sempre, spolliciate, mettete like, iscrivetevi al canale se non l'avete fatto. Fatemi sapere nei commenti cosa ne pensate. C'è però una cosa che non mi torna. All'inizio del gioco Legrand diceva sempre che il corvo non uccideva. Però questo corvo, il maggiordomo, sta uccidendo. E non lo so, o ha cambiato modus operandi, non lo so. Ma di fatto che adesso il ragazzo è come se vuole vendicarsi del corvo e anche lui adesso vuole fare qualcosa. Va bene, allora noi ci salutiamo qui per questo episodio. Voi mi raccomando, come sempre, lasciate, mettete like, iscrivetevi al canale e attivate la campanellina se ancora non l'avete fatto. E noi ci rivediamo sempre qui su YouTube. Video. Saluto da Mezzaragarette. Ciao, Alio!